complex state of affairs there, but to some worrying state of affairs, if you like. And it's only 1 week to the conclusion of the electronic voter registration exercise, the very first to be conducted in the country. The 1 month period set aside will conclude on the 18th of December. So far, only 8.6 million voters have registered to participate in the March 4th polls, representing only 46% of the total 18 million voters targeted. By counties, Lamu is so far leading with the highest percentage of registered voters at 72%, followed with Kiambu at 68% and Nairobi at 67%. Now, the bottom three counties are Wajir County with only 24.6% of expected voters registered, Turkana 19% registered, and the county with the least number of registered voters, wait for it so far, is Mandera at only 16.1%. Meanwhile, with the statistics this bad, IEBC saying that it still expects to register the targeted number, contrary to reports that it had lowered its target to only 12 million voters. The chairman of the commission, however, says that voting will go on as scheduled, even with the minimum numbers registered. Now, Aaron Ocheng has that report for you.
It is an exercise that has had its fair share of problems. First, it was the delayed arrival of the biometric voter registration kits, and when they arrived in the country, the exercise is now being marred by a poor turnout. According to IEBC's latest statistics, the numbers of those registered is far below the expected figures, with just 7 days to go, which casts doubts on whether the targeted number of 18 million registered voters will be realized. IEBC's chairman Isaac Hassan, however, says the commission's target remains the same, as he expects more to turn up as the deadline approaches.
I think I was misquoted when I said that we are getting concerned that at the rate at which we are going, we may not be able to achieve our target, and that we may end up just getting 12 million. And I see in the following day in the paper, it says IEBC has now revised their targets.
Hassan, who was speaking while unveiling a book to educate the voter on independent candidacy, says the March general election will go ahead, even without additional voters to the already 8.5 million who have registered so far.
Under Kenyan constitution and law, voting is not compulsory, and voter registration is not compulsory. I can't force Betty to go and register if she doesn't want. I can't force her to go and vote if she doesn't want.
Also raising concern over the low turnout at registration centers was Prime Minister Raila Odinga, who asked Kenyans to make use of the last remaining days and register, as the exercise will not be extended. Raila, however, discouraged those planning to travel to register in their rural areas, saying they should register to vote from where they reside.
It would not be right for a nation that is working that it should have a holiday for people to go and travel home to go and register. I don't think that is fair for this nation.
However, the members of parliament allied to the Jubilee coalition of Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto are saying that due to the delayed acquisition of the registration kits, keeping in mind that the previous exercise has been conducted in phases and for over 1 year, IEBC and President Kibaki should consider extending the deadline.
Sasa IEBC wanataka kuambia nchi na dunia nzima ya kwamba shida ni wa Kenya ambaye hawataki kujisajili. Shida ni nyinyi.
At the end of the day, your not voting is a vote for a leader who you did not want.
Our kids are idle in a lot of parts of the country. Kenyans like to wait for the last day. We don't have the luxury of time. It will not be extended.
The MPs also say Kenyans in the diaspora should be facilitated to register and vote. Aaron Ocheng, KTN Prime.